Happy Easter. He is risen. It is a beautiful Sunday morning today, April 20th. Easter morning. Afternoon now, I guess, now that it's afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. It's a wonderful day. Blessed to be alive, blessed and breathing. So it's going to be a pretty good day. I know I've got some great plans. Going to be meeting up with a couple families that we normally meet up with on Easter out here in Georgia. It's going to be a good time. A lot of conversating, a lot of family, and yeah, just an all-around great time and a great celebration of life. So looking forward to that here in a couple hours. Until then, we're going to be reviewing some sauces. Real quick though, I do want to thank the wonderful and talented Ethan Rivera for making me a brand new logo for the Church of Hot Sauce. Super excited about it. We should have a line of shirts coming out here soon that you can pick up to support and to rock the Church of Hot Sauce. As always, I super appreciate the support. You can follow me here on Facebook on Church of Hot Sauce. You can follow me on Instagram as well under the same name. Or you can follow, subscribe, and like the channel on YouTube, which is Pepper, P-E-P-P-E-R, space, capital B-A-E, space, lowercase L-O-F. And always appreciate the support. And I wouldn't be doing this without people paying attention. Great to spotlight small companies stories, and all around amazing individuals that are in the hot sauce community. So let's kind of get into it. We got a great company today, one of the larger companies as far as hot sauce companies go. They're pretty big, and if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm very surprised. But Melinda's. Everybody knows Melinda's. Melinda's Thai sweet chili sauce. This is one of their sauces, but Melinda's has been around for quite some time. They are, let's see here. They're out of Irving, Texas. A lot of spice coming out of the great state of Texas. So let's get into it. First one here is obviously going to be the Thai sweet chili sauce. I picked up 4 random ones. I picked them up at my local Walmart. You can pick them up directly from their shop. They also have a Facebook, Instagram, and a X account, so you can find them there as well. But Melinda's Thai sweet chili sauce. Let's get into it here. Every one of their labels is going to have, I'm assuming this is Melinda on the front here. She's on pretty much every label that I've seen that they have. Gotta love it. Great branding. Also, one thing I love about Melinda's is there's like it's a squeeze cap, but there's also like a cap that goes on top of that, and that's honestly phenomenal for keeping your hot sauce as fresh as possible. We're gonna go ahead and open this bad boy. Let's go ahead and see what the nose knows. Smells good. See what the ingredients list on this one is. You got sugar, water, white vinegar, cayenne pepper mash, garlic, modified starch, salt, garlic flakes, and garlic powder. And that garlic is very apparent. Definitely reminds me of like something that you would have like dipping sauce for like some coconut shrimp or something, or even we've all seen it in the store. It's a clear bottle with a white cap, and it's like almost like an orange colored sauce. Thai sweet chili, I can't remember what company makes it, but it's kind of like a quintessential sauce. You see it in a lot of restaurants. You use it either as a flavor base or as a straight sauce, because it is very flavorful. It's impactful, and it's very good at bringing out flavors. Usually Asian flavors. Happy Easter, Sean. So we've got Thai sweet chili. Smells great. I can't wait to try this one. I'm a big Asian food fan, so look at that pourability right there. Beautiful consistency. Exactly what you want to see. That garlic is impactful. It's very apparent that it's there. Cheers. So love the texture. You almost get like a syrupiness to the main component of the sauce. Then you get that cayenne pepper chunks in there. They give it a really nice texture. So it's not just straight pureed. But you get a nice blast of sweet. Goes right into a really flavorful garlic flavor. And then it finishes with almost like a woodsy sweetness that is a cayenne pepper. Really good sauce. Can't go wrong with that, especially if you're using it as a flavor base again, or you're just putting that on something. So this would be great as a marinade, great as a glaze finish if you're barbecuing something and you want to finish it off with a little bit of a caramelized sugar crust or a glaze. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. If you like garlic, you're gonna like this sauce. Heat-wise, it's almost non-existent. It's a 1, if that. But flavor-wise, this is a great sauce. This is a great base sauce. Great something that's cheap and affordable that you can put in your permanent rotation. I'd probably give this a 7.5, 8 out of 10, somewhere in there. Great flavor. It's going to give you exactly what you want from what's in the sauce. It's a Thai sweet chili sauce. It's quintessential flavor that you get from a Thai sweet chili. It's coming from cayenne, but because of the sugar and the garlic, you're getting exactly that flavor base that you're looking for. So it's a great sauce. Nothing wrong with that. Next up, we're going to go into their green sauce. I'm going to go ahead and get it opened up here real quick before I show it. So we've got their green sauce, a spicy condiment of green tomatoes, jalapenos, spinach, cilantro, and garlic. Heard a lot of really good things about this one as well. Melinda's green sauce. She got little dragons on there to kind of showcase that it's got a little bit of a kick, I'm assuming. It is still one flame, just like the other one. I love that too with Melinda's. You see this kind of like a key right here that tells you how hot the sauce should be. And that's great. That's honestly phenomenal for chili heads and non-chili heads. So ingredients wise, we've got white vinegar, water, jalapeno pepper mash, green tomato, sugar, cilantro, salt, spinach powder, garlic, lime juice, habanero pepper mash, citric acid, and xanthan gum. So we're going to go ahead and give it a little Taylor Swift here and shake it up. Shake it up. Oh, okay. It's got a nice green, fresh smell to it. Definitely hits you with the vinegar. Oh, I'm spilling everywhere. You almost get, because of the green tomatoes, you get like a dulled acidity that you would get with normal tomatoes. It's almost like a tomatillo kind of a flavor aspect. It's delicious. If you don't know what tomatillos are, explore some Latin cooking, because it's some next level stuff. If you have Verdes, usually Verdes will have tomatillos or some kind of variation of that in there. But when you have that pourability is beautiful. I don't know if y'all saw that. When you have a pepper or a fruit, or not a fruit, but a pepper or a vegetable that's green, you get not as sharp, but almost like a vinegary kind of a kick because the flavors haven't fully developed in said produce. It's very interesting. It can be used really interesting. It can be used to develop kind of a tang, kind of an aspect of a flavor about it. So right away, super impelled, a green tomato flavor. You can taste the cilantro, you can taste the freshness of it. To curb that tang and blend it well, you get that nice little hint of lemon juice, or lime juice in there. And then you get a vinegary pop at the end instead of really heat notes that you would get from like a spicier hot sauce. But you definitely do get a little bit of a kick from the habanero. Not crazy, but enough to let you know that it's there. Definitely an interesting palate excitement, if you will. Yeah, that vinegar at the end with that nice little brush of the spice is really nice. It makes your mouth salivate for more, gets you ready for that next bite. Automatically, I'm thinking like this would be phenomenal on some street tacos. Straightforward street tacos, nothing crazy about it, just the protein, onion, cilantro, and a nice corn tortilla with that on there. Beautiful. The spice is it's a hint spicier than that Thai sweet chili, but not by much. But the freshness that this brings is absolutely beautiful. Marinating some chicken in this would be to die for. Like, would absolutely be phenomenal. I can't imagine this not working well on chicken. Maybe even layered in a pork tenderloin if you're rolling one up and seasoning on the inside and rolling it. Excuse me. Yeah, this is outstanding. This is definitely a permanent rotation sauce. Melinda's green sauce. I'd probably give that an 8 out of 10. I like something that's a little bit spicier, but that's honestly a great flavor. So again, it's screaming Latin food, like tostadas, street tacos, burritos, flautas. Even if you wanted to add like a little bit of a little bit of sugar in there, and make it a little bit syrupy, like that would be amazing. And to have some flautas dipped in. So pretty decent sauce. Which begs the question, obviously, that's why Melinda's is such a popular brand at this point in time, because they're good at what they do. So, next up here, we've got Melinda's creamy style ghost pepper wing sauce. And this one we've jumped up to 5 flames instead of just 1. So this one should definitely be quite a bit more kick in the pants than the other 2 previous sauces. So, let's see, ingredients list on this one is going to be water, white vinegar, habanero pepper and mash, cayenne pepper mash, carrot, salt, boot jocula pepper mash, which is obviously ghost pepper, canola vegetable oil, white onion, lime juice, garlic, xanthan gum, and natural butter flavors, which are vegan. Good to know. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up here. That green sauce has quite the lingering heat. It's not hot, but it definitely lingers, which I kind of like. Cleanse my palate one more time there. Let's see what we get smell-wise. going to take the cap off for this one because I'm not picking up too much. There we go. Okay. Definitely smelling the garlic. Definitely smelling whatever they added to add that butteriness, because it definitely smells like there's butter in there. And definitely smelling that rusticness, that natural woodiness that almost is a ghost pepper. It's like it's not floral, but it's not sweet. It's like right in the middle. That's what I would call woodsy. Yeah, this is gonna be. I bet you this is gonna be delicious. Let's look at what the pourability is like. Actually, let's go ahead and give it a quick Taylor Swift here, just to make sure. Pourability, great pour. Oh, and what's great is, like, as soon as I put it on the spoon, my mouth is watering. As soon as you put it on the spoon, the aeration, as soon as the air hits it, you're definitely getting a lot more of the pepper mash smell. And what's great is, I wish I could show this on camera, there's little bits. We got little brown bits, little red bits. Like, you definitely can see that there is a consistency of peppers inside of the sauce, which is great. In the cooking world, we would call that like almost like an internal garnish. Like, if this was a soup, it's not, it's a sauce. But the visuality of what is inside of the sauce, to be able to actually see it, I would almost consider that an internal garnish. Oh, that's yummy. So, just a super, almost like thick butteriness throughout it. It's a great flavor, especially for what it's for wing sauce. When that spice level's nice. So butteriness. What is that I'm tasting? I'm sure it's the white onions. There's a contrast in flavor. Butteriness with the lime juice. Get a little bit of that garlic. Just a hint of that garlic. And it goes right into a beautiful burn in the back part of your palate. Not in the back of your throat, in the back part of your palate. Which is great, because I like a sauce that gives me a burn, but I don't like a sauce that hits me in the back of the throat too hard. The burn is absolutely delicious, because you can tell that it's an array of pepper mashes that's in there. And it's a great burn. It's a nice little 3.5, 4 on the burn level, which is exactly what you want for like an edible wing. We're not talking about challenge wings. We're talking about like a wing that's it's gonna get me a little bit, but it want me coming back for more. And that's exactly what this sauce is providing. This is absolutely fantastic. I'm going back for like 4th and 5th. It's delicious. Yeah, that butteriness is absolutely on point. I don't know what they used, but it definitely gives the illusion of using some kind of animal fat as the butter, but it's vegan, so it's not animal fat. That's great. This sauce flavor is going to be an easy 8.5 out of 10 for me. The burn's going to be about 3.5, 4. It lingers a little bit. It pushes into the front of the palate after the other flavors have dismissed themselves. This is exactly what you want on like a lean meat for like chicken wings. It's beautiful. It adds a little bit extra fattiness. It's going to allow you to taste the full flavor of the chicken on top of it, while giving you a little bit of an experience with mixing with the chicken. That's great. That's a really good sauce. This pepper wing sauce, Melinda's. Like I said, nice little 8, 8.5 out of 10. Nothing wrong with that. That's delicious. Okay. And last but not least, we've got straight up Melinda's Boot Jalokia Ghost Pepper Hot Sauce. So, straightforward Ghost Pepper Hot Sauce. It shouldn't be creamy. It shouldn't be a wing sauce. It should be a great, straightforward sauce. Okay, let's see what we got ingredients list-wise here. We got ghost pepper mash, white vinegar, habanero pepper mash, carrot, salt, white onion, lime juice, garlic, citric acid, and xanthan gum. As some of you may know my opinion on xanthan. It's not necessary. That's my opinion. But some manufacturers like to have it shelf stable and like to have it so that when someone's looking at the product on the shelf, they don't have to shake it in order to see that. And that's okay. There's also ways to accomplish that without using that, but we're not going to get into that. Ooh, that's, the other sauce definitely has a lingering heat because I'm trying to get rid of it. That's why I keep going back to the coffee. Excuse me. Ooh. Okay. Oh, it's got a topper on it. And you know what we do with toppers here? At Church of Hot Sauce, we throw them away. So we don't need them. Oh, that's a, yeah, okay. Great smell of the ghost pepper. Great hit of vinegar. Yeah, okay. Pourability on this one should be pretty perfect since it has xanthan gum in it. I'm really trying to get all the oil from the other sauce off my palate. Again, that woodsiness that comes from a ghost pepper, it's a beautiful thing. Ghost peppers are probably one of my favorite peppers, especially when it comes to sauce. I eat ghost peppers quite often like they're candy. I love, that's something I love to snack on. I'll stuff them with something or dip them in something, and it's a beautiful snack. And I mean, I must like them at least a little bit because I've got two of them tattooed on me. So you got the red and the purple one right there. Love me some ghost peppers. Cheers. Well, that's interesting. It's a nice hit of acidity in the front from the vinegar. Nice little bit of texture that's in there. Full ghost pepper flavor. And then in the background, you get hit with that garlic, carrot, onion, otherwise known as, could be known as like an Italian mirepoix. Yeah, that's great, especially with the lime juice, that kicks it off. It's interesting that it instead of starting with the flavors, it ends with those extra flavors, which usually you don't really see. Usually you see sauces that'll end with the full pepper flavor across the palate along with the burn. But what's great is you get hit with the burn, And as you're exhaling and you're getting more oxygen running over the top of your palate, you get hit with those extra flavors that are made to round out the sauce over your top of your palate while the burn is dissipating. That's very interesting and quite delicious, to be honest. Yeah. The burn is beautiful. It's a little bit hotter than the last one. It's probably about a 5 out of 10. A non-chili head, you're probably looking at something like a 7 or an 8. It's a great sauce. I give that one a solid, a solid 8 out of 10. Nothing wrong with that. It's a classic ghost pepper sauce. It hits you a little bit different in the palate, but in a great way. Nothing wrong with that. Again, that's Melinda's ghost pepper hot sauce. That's a great, beautiful sauce right there. Can't go wrong with that. Amazing job, Melinda's. If you haven't checked out Melinda's, please go check them out. So, it is Easter. He is risen. And what's amazing about Easter is a lot of people don't realize like the drastic magnitude that is Easter. Is a large portion of the entire Christian faith is based off of what Easter is about. And when I say that, I mean you had something that historically, literally, and physically was one of the greatest things that ever happened in human history. You had somebody literally rise from the dead, and people that saw this happen, they took that personal account, and it spread across the four corners of the earth, and really got the basis of Christianity going. Can you imagine that something so impactful, seeing something like that firsthand, to where the rest of your life you're clearly going to be telling people about it? It was that altruistic, that rare, that profound, that you were literally going to make it your life's work of telling people, this is what I saw. And I saw that a man had essentially conquered death in order to free me of my sins. One of the beautiful things about that is Jesus did that in order to give us the ability to get forgiven for our sins. He took on that brunt all at once in order to give us the opportunity to be forgiven and to walk with God in the churches of heaven forever. And that's quite profound. That's quite, it's amazing as far as the afterlife is concerned. But bringing that into your own personal life, that should tell you a lot about you. No matter what, you can conquer it. You have the ability, because you've been given the ability by Jesus to, to conquer things that you don't need in your life, to be able to know when to cast them aside, to know what path you're truly walking. And that's a beautiful thing. I know it's definitely changed my life and accepting Jesus Christ into my heart. And as long as you have that ability to walk with God in the churches of heaven for eternity. That's a beautiful thing. Now, I know some people might not be, maybe some people don't watch this show specifically for the sermons. I know it's something that I really enjoy doing because it helps me get closer to God. Outside of this, I'm not really, people really wouldn't call me that religious, but I don't like to push my ideals onto people. I don't think that's fair. It's kind of like smoking a cigarette. I'm not going to smoke a cigarette around somebody because it's, if they'd like to come and talk to me about it, I'm more than willing and more than accepting of a conversation or a bringing of that light into somebody's life. But you're not going to, people really aren't for that unless they've made up their mind that they're for that. So I don't want to waste my breath, and I don't want to deter somebody by forcing it upon them like that. So I think, again, even if you're not religious, one of that message of being able to overcome and being able to cast aside bad things in your life, bad decisions in your life, and start anew is something that's very beautiful, and that should be thought of on a day-to-day basis, because yesterday doesn't determine your today, and today doesn't determine your tomorrow. But you can put your right foot forward. You can take that passion or that love for life and cast aside the doubts, the doubters, the naysayers, and focus on what your true path is, which is, I think for most of us, is just being a good human being, and doing unto others what we would want to do unto us, the golden rule. So I hope that everybody's Easter is absolutely fantastic. I hope this is everybody's best Easter yet. And I hope that at least one person, that message really hits home, and they start looking at life a little bit more positively. Because the more positive you look at your life, on the little things, the big things become a lot easier to picture. So, well, it is that time of the show, and I do have to get ready for going to Easter plans with the family. But I've really enjoyed today's show. I hope you have too. And I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day. Go hug your family. Go spend time with family. If you don't have any family or anybody, and you know me, my phone's always on. I'm always available. Really love and appreciate the support for this show. And as always, may the spice be with you and with you. This has been Pepper Bay. I'll see everybody next week.